All right, welcome inside Beech Grove High School tonight, where the Tri-West Bruins take on the Indian Creek Braves. I'm Grant Covey. Joining me in a few minutes will be head football coach of the Bruins, Tyler Bruce. And as we're getting set for game number 2 of round number 1 of the sectionals here tonight. Tonight, like we said, Tri-West takes on Indian Creek here in about 3 minutes. Beech Grove defeated Heron earlier 95-41 in the 6 p.m. game. Beech Grove advances to face Manual on Friday. That ball goes up at 6 p.m. The winner of tonight's game against between Tri-West and Indian Creek will play Danville on Friday at 7:30. So we could see a potential rematch of Tri-West and Danville on Friday, but the Bruins have to get through Indian Creek first, which is going to be a tough task of its own. High above courtside here at Beech Grove High School, I'm Grant Covey. It's going to be a sellout crowd tonight. We're about 80% full here in the Hornets' Nest, and Indian Creek taking the floor for the final time, getting warmed up. And the winner, like we said, plays Danville on Friday. The Bruins, 18-4 on the season, finished the season with a tough loss to Cardinal Ritter last Friday. That game at Ritter, so they lose the regular season finale. And the Bruins are fighting for their 5th straight sectional title, and they'll have to do it with a group that has very little sectional experience. Logan Blake and Tyler Watson are the only 2 returning starters from last year as the Bruins take the floor here for the final time to get warmed up. And it should be an exciting game. So the Bruins, like we mentioned, not much sectional experience on their roster, but that does not have anything to do with how they can play well tonight. They've proven a bunch of people wrong, and they've proven the media wrong this year in reaching the #1 spot in Class 3A for the first time in school's history. So I'm really excited to see what this ball club can do against a sectional that, when you look at, it might be the toughest sectional in the state of Indiana in Class 3A. Very, very, very good teams. Indian Creek 15-8 on the season. Their record's a little deceiving, you know. The Indian Creek is good, and they can sneak up and get the Bruins here tonight. Manual, a great ball club, and they'll be looking to face Beech Grove on Friday, which will be a really good matchup on Friday because of, you know, Manual and Beech Grove going at it, and then Danville, who's obviously a state powerhouse, ranked 8th in the state, and the Bruins ranked 10th. We're getting set for tip-off here. Like I mentioned, Tyler Bruce will be joining me in just a few moments when he arrives here at Beech Grove High School, but we're ready, and I think we'll have the national anthem here in a few moments. Lots of ways you can hear the game tonight here on YouTube at Tri-West Basketball, IndianaSRN.org, also covering the game, and Beech Grove TV, also covering the game tonight. And the starters for tonight will be the normal 5 that the Bruins have been going with. They'll start Jared Kiefer, Logan Blake, Tyler Watson, Braden Van Slyke, and Sam Fulton. We'll get the Indian Creek starters here as soon as we can. This evening, we're getting set for tip-off here. So the Bruins will be the guests on the scoreboard like you just heard. Tonight they'll be the away team. And the Bruins have won 4 straight sectional titles, like we said, looking for their 5th. And should be an exciting game tonight. The Bruins, obviously, with Tyler Watson, the all-time leading scorer, he averages 26.4 points per game this season. Really been an outstanding player all 4 years here at Tri-West, a 4-year starter. And Logan Blake, who just got introduced, averages 13.6 points per game and 8 rebounds per game. He's the team's leading rebounder and the team's leading assister with 5.9 points per game, so closing in on that 6 points per game margin. And Logan Blake, just an elusive player, a slasher, if you would. For Indian Creek, they'll be the home team. Xavier Ferris will start. Trevor Anke and Jared Dehart, along with Zach Pugh, will start. We'll get the final fifth starter. I can't quite see from my vantage point here high above courtside at Beech Grove High School. Got to give credit to both schools tonight. Really brought out the crowd. Indian Creek got a packed student section as well as the Bruins. I'd say the Bruins have got 20 kids in the student section. Got to give them credit. They're coming all the way to Beech Grove, which I find kind of funny. If the Bruins do advance, they will play Danville, which is a school 20 minutes away from them, and they'll both have to drive about 45 minutes to play each other, which is kind of funny if you ask me. And Isaiah Lacey, the fifth starter for Indian Creek. So they'll go with Xavier Ferris, Isaiah Lacey, Trevor Anke, Jared Dehart, and Zach Pugh are the starting five for Indian Creek. For the Bruins, they go with Jared Kiefer, Logan Blake, Tyler Watson, Braden Van Slyke, and Sam Fulton. Getting ready for tip-off here at Beech Grove High School. Logan Blake will jump alongside Jared Dehart. Logan Blake only coming in at 6 foot. And I think that's a little generous if you ask me, but he can get up there. Throwing out a couple dunks this season. And the ball is up and we're away. Here at the Beech Grove sectional, Braden Van Slyke controls the tip from Logan Blake. And Blake will bring the ball across the timeline for the Bruins. Going right side, it's Tyler Watson. Watson setting up the offense. You always want to get a bucket on your first possession. That's what the Bruins are looking to do here. Logan Blake, top of the key, step back. Tries to get inside to Van Slyke, and Van Slyke can't handle it, so one possession, one turnover for the Bruins. Zach Pugh will bring the ball down the floor for the Braves. Crossing the timeline. Going right side, driving in, hanging it off to Lacey. Lacey back out to Anke. Anke for three, and he drills it. And Indian Creek's up by 3. Jared Kiefer left side. The Bruins in a hurry. Van Slyke baseline out to Watson. Watson fires away a 3 of his own, and Watson hits a 3. Tyler Watson answers, and the ball game's tied at 3. 7 minutes to play, first quarter. Pugh handing it off to Lacey. Lacey up top, dribbles it in. Off the right hand, gives it over to Pugh. Pugh driving inside and gets it to go. That's Pugh's first points of the game. 5-3 your score. 6:45 first quarter. Tyler Watson, left side in trouble, gets it out to Van Slyke. Van Slyke tries to go back to Watson, and running it down is Dehart. Dehart misses, and Jared Kiefer comes down with the rebound. No harm, no foul on that turnover by Van Slyke. And right side, it's Logan Blake. Pull up 3 for Logan. Blake can't get it to go, but Van Slyke is there to grab the easy board. And Braden scores the team's 5th point of the ball game. 6:20 to play in the first quarter. Bringing the ball across the timeline is Dehart. Dehart going to Lacey. Lacey driving in, lays it up, nearly traveled, and the rebound is going to be fought for on the ground and got out to Pugh. Pugh lays it up, can't get it to go. Sam Fulton gets the rebound. Tyler Watson in transition. Watson across the timeline, pull up 15-footer on the way, can't get it to go. Rebound is going to be controlled by Xavier Ferris. Sam Fulton fighting Pugh down there for the rebound. No foul call there. Driving in is Dehart, kicking out to Ferris. Now back up top, it's Pugh. He fires away a 3, can't get it to go. Rebound is going to be to Sam Fulton as Lacey gets called for the over and back. That is the team's first foul and the first foul of the contest. 5:43 to play in the first quarter. Bruins and the Braves tied at 5. The winner advances to play Danville on Friday. Logan Blake across the timeline for the Bruins. Inside to Jared Kiefer. Kiefer out to Blake. Blake lost the handle, picks it up, and a foul call against Indian Creek. As you can tell, Indian Creek fans not very happy with that. They're going to get Xavier Ferris for his first foul. Logan Blake was in trouble there. And a foul call results in the Bruins ball. Van Slyke will inbound. Enke is going to contest the rebound. Watson gets it into Fulton. And Fulton scores 2. Across the timeline, DeHart. Now out to Xavier Ferris. Ferris back up top to Enke, and a foul call on Sam Fulton. DeHart inbounding for Indian Creek. Inbound is to Pugh. Pugh over to Ferris. Ferris fires away at the 3, and Ferris scores his first 3 points of the ball game. 8-7 your score, 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Logan Blake across the timeline. Blake out to Tyler Watson on the right side. Watson over to Van Slyke. Van Slyke back to Watson. Watson in trouble, gets fouled by Indian Creek. I think they're going to get Ferris. Nope, they're going to get Enke for the foul. That's his first. 8-7 your score. Bruins trail by 1. Inbound Logan Blake out to Jared Kiefer. Kiefer inside to Watson. Watson takes a shot, gets his own rebound off the block, and Jared Kiefer puts up a hook shot, can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by DeHart. The other way, it's Ferris. Ferris working against Logan Blake, nearly travels. Logan Blake picks his pocket, can't get it back. There's Tyler Watson to take it away. And a foul call against Indian Creek and a technical foul. Technical foul against Indian Creek. So they're going to get Enke for his second foul and a technical after the call. Enke getting a little angry there. Jason Russell will replace him. So Watson now will have 2 shots uncontested. 4:34 to play in the first quarter. And Watson drains the first. Watson an 83% free throw shooter. I don't know what the free throw percentage record is at Tri-West, but he's got to be getting close. Second shot on the way is no good. So Watson goes 1 of 2 on the free shots. And the Bruins will maintain possession off the technical foul. All tied up at 8, 4:34 to play first quarter. Blake across the timeline. Off the screen from Kiefer. Inside to Van Slyke. Van Slyke goes up and scores 2. Van Slyke has 4 points here in the first quarter. The Bruins lead by 2. Up the court, it's DeHart. Crossing the timeline. Jared DeHart picked up by Logan Blake. Out top to Xavier Ferris. Ferris picked up by Van Slyke. Great defensive pressure there by Braden. Ferris picks up his dribble, goes into Russell. Russell can't handle it. Off the pass from Lacey can't handle off the pass from Russell, and Logan Blake is across the timeline. Left side to Braden Van Slyke. He fires away at the 3, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound. Out to Tyler Watson for 3, and Watson cans the 3-pointer. The Bruins with some momentum now as they lead 13-8. 3:43 to play first quarter. Across the timeline, Pugh. Now out to Xavier Ferris, now back to Pugh. Over to DeHart. DeHart nearly lost the handle. Out to Ferris. He fires away at the 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Sam Fulton. Down the court, Jared Kiefer. Kiefer over to Van Slyke, and Van Slyke stepped out of bounds as he couldn't quite maintain possession on that play there. The Bruins lead 13-8, 3:24 to play in the first quarter. I'm now joined with head football coach of the Tri-West Bruins, Tyler Bruce. A little late tonight, Coach.
Sorry, I was eating.
So, guess you got your priorities in line here.
Well,
Ferris up top.
When you get a pregnant wife and she's hungry, you'll understand one day.
Left side, Ferris. Up top to Pugh. Pugh driving in the lane and lays it up and in for 2. Pugh has 4. Left side, Logan Blake. Now Tyler Watson at the top of the key. Goes left side to Blake. Bruins setting up their offense. Bruins lead by 3. Right side, Kiefer driving the lane and goes off the hip there, Van Slyke, and the ball comes down to Pugh. Up top, it's Ferris. Now right side to DeHart. DeHart driving in the lane, goes up against Van Slyke, can't get it to go. Rebound, though, controlled by Lacey, and Lacey scores his first 2 points of the game. Logan Blake across the timeline, 2:24 to play in the first quarter. Watson long three on the way. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Xavier Ferris. Now it's DeHart across the timeline for Indian Creek. And a jump ball situation there, no call.
Looks like a double dribble.
Pugh over between the circles, it's Pugh. Right side to Russell. Pugh driving in. Can't get it to go, and the rebound, or Russell gets it on the kick out, and now an offensive foul call against Indian Creek. Russell picks up his first foul of the game, and Sam Fulton returns for Van Slyke. Logan Blake across the timeline. Indian Creek kind of playing with a target on their back now after that technical foul early. So they're not going to have much wiggle room. Left side, Watson. Watson drives in, gets it to go, and count the bucket, and will shoot one. And now they're going to discuss it. The basket was good. And they're going to say it's offensive. Not quite sure what the Stripes saw there. But they'll get Tyler Watson for his first foul of the game. Bruins lead by 1:41 to play first quarter. It'll be DeHart across, bringing the ball up for the Braves. Across the timeline, right side to Xavier Ferris. Ferris back out to Russell. Russell drives in, puts up a floater, can't get it to go. Rebound to Lacey, he puts up one, no. Rebound to Tyler Watson. Watson now pushing the ball in transition, picks up his dribble, goes left side to Logan Blake. Blake takes one dribble and back out to Watson. Watson drives in and lays it up and in for two.
Drive. That was good ball movement once they got down the floor there.
Watson with 9 of the Bruins' 15. DeHart over to Pugh. Pugh, a wide open three, and a foul on the rebound. Is going to get Sam Fulton for his second foul. Aggressive play so far between the Bruins and the Braves, as the officials are not letting much slide tonight. Bryce Miller checks in for the first time, replacing Jared Kiefer. Van Slyke returns for Sam Fulton. The inbound from Lacey is to Pugh, and he barely controls it in the backcourt. Pugh across the timeline. Right side, Xavier Ferris. Ferris off the dribble, goes to Pugh. Now Ferris takes one dribble and bounces it over to DeHart. DeHart back out to Ferris. Ferris pulls up 15-footer, blocked away by Lucas Gooden. Rebound, though, to Russell. Out to Pugh. Pugh pulls up from 15 feet. Tipped by Miller. Rebound to Tyler Watson. Now it's Miller the other way. Can't control it, but gets it over to Van Slyke.
That's a foul. Nice finish.
Van Slyke goes up strong for his 6th point of the ball game. Great ball movement by the Bruins here early. 18 seconds to play first quarter. Indian Creek will hold for the last shot. The Bruins lead by 5. So it's DeHart between the circles.
We'll shift to a 2-3 real quick.
Right side to Pugh. Inside to DeHart. DeHart can't get the layup to go. Braden's going to chuck up a 3/4 court shot. It's not going to go. And at the end of the first quarter, it's Tri-West 17, Indian Creek 12. So, Coach, we didn't get a chance to talk to you before the game, but what do the Bruins have to do to win tonight?
Well, from what I'm seeing so far, I mean, that pace is right about where we want it. Defensively, I know we got to shut down the point guard. He's been a big playmaker for them throughout the season. I was trying to get into the flow of the game, a little sense of feeling how it's going. It looks like our nerves have calmed. I like the way we're attacking the basket, working inside out. You know, when we settle for jump shots, that's when it starts to not go our way at times. So I like the way we're being aggressive early. Let's see if we can continue to contest shots on the defensive end and talk. And then we got to continue to box out. You know, Indian Creek's a really high motor team that plays really hard, so we can't let that be something that deters us throughout this game.
That's right. Indian Creek's record kind of deceiving, 15-8 on the season. The winner, of course, to play Danville on Friday Beech Grove advances to play Manual Friday in the first game. Getting set for the second quarter of action. The Bruins up by 5. The Bruins will go with Miller, Kiefer, Van Slyke, Watson, and Logan Blake. And Indian Creek will go with Pugh, Dehart, Russell, Lacey, and Ferris. Logan Blake's going to get called for a foul there, trying to pick it off from Dehart.
That was a good read. 22 was smart and stepped in front of that one.
So Ferris will inbound now opposite the scorers table. Across the timeline is Dehart. Over to Russell at the top of the key now to Lacey.
A little flex action by the Braves.
Right side, Ferris. Top of the key, Dehart. Dehart tries to pull up, and Logan Blake is there to strip it away. Blake over to Kiefer. Kiefer goes up strong, can't get it to go. And a blocking foul against Indian Creek.
Slid right underneath him as he went up.
They're going to get Pugh for his first foul of the game. And Kiefer will go to the line twice. Kiefer is yet to score in this contest. Jared, a kid who averages 10.5 points per game, misses the first.
You really wish he'd go with his right hand there on that finish, but a good aggressive move. That was a good find by Logan. Great hands on the defensive end.
Kiefer, a 63% free throw shooter, misses the first and misses them both. Rebound to Russell. Lacey now across the timeline, left side Pugh. Now over to Ferris. He launches a three, can't get it to go. Rebound to Logan Blake. Logan down the floor to Watson. Watson thought about the three, instead drives, pulls up from 15 feet. Can't get it to go out of the into the rim and out, and the rebound to Dehart. Across the timeline, Dehart pulls up, can't get it to go, but a foul call. And Dehart will go to the line twice. They're going to get Kiefer for his first foul of the game. 7:08 to play, first quarter, or second quarter. Dehart at the line looking for his first 2 points of the game as well. First one is up and good. So now Dehart makes the second one. And Logan Blake will bring the ball across the timeline. Right side, Bryce Miller now to Braden Van Slyke. Back out to Miller for three. Miller can't get it to go. And it'll be Pugh across the floor for Indian Creek. Right side, Dehart. Now over to Pugh. Up top, it's Russell. Now to Dehart. Indian Creek taking their time, looking for a shot they want. Great defense by the Bruins here. Up top is Pugh. Pugh, left side, stumbles. Logan Blake's going to beat everybody for the steal. Logan Blake goes up and scores two.
Hinder shot right there. That's a technical. You can't just slap the backboard.
Logan Blake picks up his first 2 points of the game. 19-14, 2 minutes gone, second quarter. Dehart now back to Lacey. Over to Russell. Russell at 15 feet to Pugh.
Real close flex action here.
Ferris along two, gets it to go.
By them.
Ferris has 5, and Indian Creek trails by 3.
You know, the slow pace of that flex action is really going to try to keep them in this ball game. Got to continue to get in the passing lanes and be solid defensively.
Watson driving in, scores 2. And now, left side, it's Pugh for 3, and Pugh gets the 3 to go. And a timeout's going to be called by Adam Bontrager.
Nope,
by Indian Creek, rather. And with 5:23 to play in the second quarter, the Bruins lead by 2. Out of the Indian Creek timeout, it's Logan Blake across the timeline for the Bruins. Bruins up by 2, left side, Jared Kiefer. Across the court to Miller. Back to Tyler Watson. Watson up top. Over to Logan Blake. Out to Jared Kiefer now. To Watson on the left side. Watson fires away a long 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound's going to be tipped. Finally controlled by Russell. And now Dehart goes across the timeline. Dehart on the left hand pulls up from 15 feet. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Braden Van Slyke. And Logan Blake will go across the timeline now. Right side Miller for 3. Can't get it to go. But Watson is there to get the weak side rebound.
Job.
And Watson goes up and scores, or will go to the line twice after the foul on Dehart. Luke Robertson checks in for the Bruins, replacing Bryce Miller.
It'd be nice to see him get his feet wet here. Hopefully he can give us some good quality minutes.
Watson makes them both. And it'll be Dehart across the timeline for Indian Creek. On the left side, it's Pugh. Between the circles now, right side to Pruitt. Pruitt stopped up in traffic, gets it out to Russell, now to Pugh. Back to Russell, thought about the 3, instead drives and kicks it out to Pugh, who takes the 3. And Pugh drains the 3. He has 6 in the second quarter.
It makes it really tough because Jared's closing out on that guy, number 11, very hard, and he's really not a shooter. So why are you closing out so hard and allowing that driving lane, making everybody have to collapse?
Top of the key, Watson driving in, kicking it out to Kiefer. Kiefer fires away a 3. Can't get it to go, not his shot. Rebound to Russell. Now to be Pruitt across the timeline for Indian Creek. Pugh controlling the basketball between the circles. 3:38 to play, second quarter. The Bruins lead by 1. Left side, Pugh. Between the circles now. Pugh tries to get it over to Russell.
Braden.
Van Slyke comes down with the ball. An easy layup is missed.
Foul.
Rebound to Dehart.
Holy cow.
Dehart on the left side for Indian Creek. The Bruins looking to get it back. Instead, Pruitt fires away at the 3. And Pruitt drains the 3. And Indian Creek leads by 2. 3 minutes to play, first half. Gooden will check in at the next dead ball, right side. Robertson now to Watson, inside to Kiefer. Kiefer, the reverse layup, can't get it to go. Rebound is to Lacey. Lacey on the drive, can't get it to go, but a foul call will send Lacey to the line twice. They're going to get Van Slyke for his first foul.
You'd rather see it go there than go to Logan this early. Could have been 2 on 11.
Lacey at the line with his first shot is no good. Gooden checks in for the Bruins, replacing Kiefer. So Lacey with his second shot. Indian Creek up by 2. Lacey looking to make it 3, and he does. Goes 1 of 2 from the line. Ferris checks in for Indian Creek. And Logan Blake will bring the ball down the floor. Logan Blake across the timeline, right side, Lucas Gooden. Gooden now back out to Tyler Watson. Pump fake. Goes over to Luke Robertson. Now to Gooden. Back to Watson. Watson stutters. And a foul call on the shot will send him to the line twice. They're going to get Russell for his second foul. Watson will shoot 2 free throws. He's made 3, missed 1 this evening, 75%. And the first one is good. 2:29 to play, second quarter. Bruins trail by 2. Watson looking to make it 1. And he does with the made shot. And they're going to clean some debris up off the floor. It'll be Indian Creek ball with 2:29 to play in the first half. The Bruins trail by 1. DeHart will cross the timeline and go right side to Pugh. Pugh with the ball between the circles. Left side to Pruitt. Pruitt on the right side. Picks up his dribbles, got nowhere to go with it. And they're going to get him for 5 seconds.
Oh.
I don't know how long that ref was counting. Seemed like about 10. Now Ferris on the drive. Out to DeHart, who drives, and an offensive foul.
Nice job, Luke Robertson.
And they're going to get Pruitt for his first foul of the game. Bruins trail by 1. 1:54 to play, second quarter. Left side, Lucas Gooden now out to Logan Blake. Blake now left side, Gooden. Gooden drives. Goes to Robertson, now Watson with it. Watson on the drive. Nearly lost the handle. Back out to Watson. Thought about the 3. Got the defender to jump. Takes one dribble, pulls up, can't get it to go. Rebound to Luke Robertson.
Luke. Nice job, 5.
Robertson goes up and draws the foul.
Big minutes by 5 right now.
Xavier Ferris with his second foul. And Robertson will go to the line twice, looking for his first points of the game. 1:27 to play, second quarter. Bruins trail by 1. Robertson at the line. And the first shot is good. Into the game for Indian Creek is Kyle Lime. And Robertson will shoot his second. Second shot on the way is no good. Rebound to Russell. Tied at 26, 1:24 to play, second quarter. Up top, it's DeHart and a foul call against the Bruins. They're going to get Logan Blake for his second foul, and Jared Kiefer will come back in. Also, Lacey in for Indian Creek. Van Slyke will sit for the Bruins in place of Jared Kiefer. DeHart at the line with a 1-and-1. And the first shot of the 1-and-1 is no good. Lucas Gooden controls the rebound, and it'll be Logan Blake down the floor. 1:14 to play, second quarter. Right side Robertson. Back out to Logan Blake.
They're in a little bit of a zone here. Looks like a 2-3. 2-3. Maybe a box and 1.
Blake on the right side. Inside to Kiefer. Kiefer goes up, can't score. He's going to fight for the rebound. And somehow it's not going to go out of bounds as DeHart comes down with it down the floor. He goes up for a right-handed layup and scores. 45 seconds now. The Bruins trail by 2. Bruins looking for a lead to go into halftime with. Logan Blake up top, and the Bruins will hold for the last shot. Very crucial to get this last shot.
Definitely in a triangle and 2.
Kiefer on the drive, goes up and scores, but an offensive foul will negate that layup. As Kiefer kind of ran over the guy there. That's Kiefer's second. 25 and 2/10 seconds to play in the second quarter. Bruins trail by 2. So now Indian Creek in a situation to go up 2 possessions heading into halftime. DeHart across the timeline, 15 seconds now. Bruins want to play good defense, but no foul. Right side Russell. Nearly lost the handle, goes out to DeHart, who fires away a 3. Can't get it to go. Russell's there for the rebound to lay it up and in. And with a couple seconds, Watson's going to fire it off. Doesn't get it to go, wouldn't count anyways. And at the end of the first half, it's Indian Creek 30, Tri-West 26. So, Coach, take us through your first half analysis and what the Bruins got to change at halftime, if anything, to come out on top tonight?
I mean, we got to make around the basket. I mean, the one thing that's hurt us recently is just Jared's not existent right now. He's missing easy layups. Defensively, I don't think he's playing good. I mean, I saw a little scuffle over on the sideline with him and some of his teammates, so maybe he's frustrated with the moment at the time, but he needs to settle down. He's going to be a huge piece for us tonight. He's a great player. He's got to have confidence within himself that he's ready for this moment. And I think Jared Kiefer is going to be the difference in the second half. You know, Logan Blake is playing hard. He's got to play defense on their best guy. Tyler's doing well offensively, getting to the basket. We'd like a couple of shots to fall from Bryce and from Braden and those guys. But if we're going to do this, you're going to have that third piece to that snake, you know, with Jared Kiefer being able to be an offensive threat for us.
Right, making those easy buckets will get you. The Bruins had a couple of missed easy shots there. Leading scorer, of course, for the Bruins, Tyler Watson. He had 9 in the first quarter and 17 on the half. So Watson already in double figures. Robertson had 1. Logan Blake only had 2 points in the first half. Van Slyke had 6, and Fulton has 2. That brings us to your halftime total of 26 for the Bruins. And we're here at halftime. Bruins trail by 4. The winner, of course, to play Danville on Friday night. The Bruins playing with a bit of a group that doesn't have much tournament experience. Jared Kiefer and Bryce Miller and Lucas Gooden all kind of rode the bench for the sectional and regional last year. But now they're getting their chance to shine in the sectional here at Beech Grove.
Yeah, we're hoping this halftime calms it down, you know, comes out and with an understanding that they're ready for this moment. They're ready to play. We just got to see if we can kind of weather the storm of their momentum shifts, and we'll be fine. We just got to settle down. We'll be fine the second half.
Ferris had 5 for the Braves in the first half. Lacey had 3. Russell had 2. Enke had 3. Dehart had 4. Pruitt had 3. And Pugh had 9. So Indian Creek is able to spread the scoring out a lot. No players in double figures, but they do have 7 players with 2 points or more. So that obviously plays into a factor when you just can't isolate one guy if you're the Bruins, but you can, and you're going to have to guard Pugh tighter. You're going to have to guard him tighter in the second half if you want to come out on top. Pugh is a guy who can drive and step back and hit that shot that'll really just sink that momentum. The Bruins got some momentum early with a technical foul. They got some points off that, and yeah, that brings us to our halftime score of Indian Creek 30 and Tri-West 26. We thank you for tuning in tonight. We will be covering every sectional game. Correction on the stats, by the way. Lacey had 4, I believe. That brings us to our halftime total of 30. We will, of course, we'll be covering the Bruins throughout the tournament, however far they go, and so don't forget to tune into that. Hopefully, we've got a couple more games to broadcast here, as if the Bruins survive and advance to play Danville Friday, Brian Powers will have the coverage for you on Friday night, and he will also have the coverage for you on Saturday night if they are to get past the Warriors, but they got to get past the Braves first if they want to advance and have a shot at 5 straight sectional titles. And of course, the sectional kind of reworked this year. It sends the Bruins down to Beech Grove, where last year the sectional was played at Greencastle. The regional, however, will be played at Greencastle. If the the winner from this regional will play at Greencastle against the winner of the Attic sectional. So the winner of this sectional will play at Greencastle against the winner of the Indianapolis Attic sectional. I'm not sure where that sectional is being held at, but Attic's a likely favorite to come out of that sectional. About 4 minutes away from second half tip-off. The Bruins trail by 4. Your halftime score is the Bruins 26, Indian Creek 30. As you can conveniently see by our scoreboard. About a minute away from third quarter action here at Beech Grove High School. The winner advances to play Danville Friday. Tyler Watson, the leading scorer, with 17 in the first half. Logan Blake only has 2, coming from Logan, who averages 13. So Logan only with 1 field goal in the first half. I'm sure he's at his rebound average at 8. Logan always an elusive guy who can jump up and get those rebounds. So we'll see what halftime adjustments the Bruins have made in order to come out on top tonight. And they're down 4 heading into the third quarter. The Bruins just need to calm down, run their offense, run what you're used to, and run what you do, and play your game. Don't let Indian Creek get you out of your groove, because that will result in a loss. Is what ultimately will happen. So the Bruins will go with their starters to start the third quarter. Jared Kiefer, Logan Blake, Sam Fulton, Tyler Watson, and Braden Van Slyke. Indian Creek will set their lineups as well here in just a moment. They'll go with Pugh, Lacey, DeHart, Russell, and Ferris. At the start of the third quarter, the Bruins trail by 4, and they'll get the ball to start the third quarter. Logan Blake brings the ball up with the left hand, goes left side to Sam Fulton. Fulton out to Jared Kiefer, now right side. Logan Blake back to Kiefer. Over to Watson. Watson on the drive, off the screen from Sam, goes up and scores 2. Watson scores the first 2 of the third quarter. And now it's DeHart with the ball with the right hand. Getting trapped there by Blake and Kiefer, and goes left side to Ferris. Now out to Russell. Russell on the left side. Over to Pugh. Pugh at the top of the key, picked up by Van Slyke. Pugh off the dribble. Bontrager wants a 5-second call.
They do have to count on that. That's a rule.
DeHart picks up his dribble, goes right side to Pugh. Pugh over to Russell. Russell inside, goes up, can't score, rebound to Sam Fulton. Here comes Logan Blake across the floor. Left side to Tyler Watson. Watson on the drive, puts up a right-handed layup, gets it to go.
It's a great job getting to the bucket, though.
Here comes DeHart. Right side to Pugh. Pugh.
Don't overplay.
Goes to DeHart. DeHart on the drive. And we're going to get a foul call against the Bruins. They're going to get Sam Fulton for his third foul. DeHart will go to the line twice. .6:39 to play, third quarter. First shot no good. We're tied up at 30. With 1:40 gone in the second half. And the second shot is good by DeHart. Here comes Logan Blake across the hardwood. Here at Beech Grove High School, left side to Tyler Watson. Watson on the left wing. Over to Logan Blake, top of the key. Blake over to Kiefer. Kiefer back to Blake, now out to Watson. Watson takes one dribble, pulls up for 3. Can't get it to go, short. Off the glass, and the rebound to Russell. Russell nearly picked his pocket, Tyler Watson. DeHart now on the dribble. Crosses the timeline, weaves his way through traffic, tries to get it over to Lacey, and the Bruins come down with it. Logan Blake down the floor,
nice
lays
job.
it up
good
and
lob,
in.
Look at ahead. Nice job looking ahead by Watson. There's good hands by Sam Fulton there underneath, too.
Pugh, and the full court pressure by the Bruins is on.
Got to quit giving up the sideline.
Right side to Ferris, now to Lacey, goes up and scores 2. As they broke through the full court pressure there. And Creek up by 1. Van Slyke into Fulton, can't get it to go.
Great look, though.
Rebound to DeHart. Now it's DeHart across the timeline between the circles. Logan Blake, and a 15-footer by DeHart is good. And a timeout taken by Indian Creek. As Indian Creek leads by 3 with 5:27 to play in the third quarter. The Braves up by 3. Watson already with 4 here in the second half. And Blake with 2 are the only 2 scorers for Tri-West. Indian Creek able to spread the scoring out like we mentioned at halftime. And how does that play a factor into how you run your offense and how Adam Bontrager is going to have to run his defense to guard all 5 guys who are able to score for Indian Creek?
Yeah, balanced attack by them. I mean, I think that you just pick your poison and see what those kids are good at and take away their certain strengths. right? You know, the balanced attack could come from that 22 penetrating, nice little dump offs for easy buckets. So force some guys that like to finish around the rim, shooting it outside, and force those guys that like to shoot it outside, put it on the hardwood.
Out of the Drew Glancer timeout, it's Tyler Watson across the timeline, right side to Logan Blake.
A little 3-2 zone. Nice skip. That's a good pull for him.
Watson pulls up for three. Can't get it to a long rebound, though. It's tipped by Sam Fulton. Logan Blake off the right hand. Can't get it to go. Rebound to DeHart. And the Bruins miss out on an opportunity for a bucket there. DeHart picks up his dribble, in trouble. Has to launch it down the floor to Russell. And now Ferris on the drive. Picked his pocket by Tyler Watson. Scrum for the ball. Russell comes out with it. Gets it out to DeHart. He fires away at 15 feet, and Tyler Watson is there to grab the rebound.
Very physical game tonight. I like it.
Watson on the drive. Goes up. Can't score. No call. Rebound to Lacey. Pugh now with it across the timeline. Indian Creek up by 3. 4:37 to play, third quarter. DeHart picked up by Logan Blake. DeHart off the dribble. Logan Blake wants an offensive foul call, not going to get it. DeHart now just taking his time. The offense, left side, it's Pugh. Pugh picked up by Van Slyke. Pugh's just a hair bit faster than Van Slyke, which gives him an advantage. DeHart finds an opening. Scores 2, and Adam Bontrager's forced to take a timeout. 5 point lead for Indian Creek forces Bontrager to use a full timeout. Elusive ball movement for Indian Creek has allowed him to go on this little 5-point run. Of course, the winner advancing to play Danville on Friday at 7:30. The tip there. .356 to play, third quarter. The Bruins trail by 5. Bruins in a similar contest to Ritter on Friday, where they came up just short. They get hit with another physical game tonight here at Beech Grove. So out of the timeout, Indian Creek will go with DeHart, Russell, Ferris, Lacey, and Pugh.
They're not going to change the guys that are playing for them much. What do they got, 1 or 2 off the bench usually?
They've been playing about a 7-man rotation. Tonight, that's Indian Creek, kind of the same way the Bruins are playing.
Yep.
Bruins have played all year. Logan Blake across the timeline on the right side, off the screen from Sam Fulton, out to Tyler Watson. Watson on the drive, pulls up a shot, can't get it to go, but he's going to get his own rebound, go back up, score, and count the bucket. So Watson scores 2 and will have a chance to make it 3 and bring this game within 2. Watson at the line with 1 shot, and it is good.
Right,
the 83% free throw shooter. Now DeHart on the inbound, and pressure by the Bruins. Pugh is going to mishandle the ball, fall to the ground, and it's going to be a fight for the ball. Lacey comes down with it. Now it's Ferris, a 2-on-1, and Russell scores. Watson, left side, over to Kiefer. Kiefer goes up and scores 2. That's the way to answer. Bruins trail by 2, 3:10 to play, third quarter. Pugh across the timeline between the circles, right side Ferris. He fires away at the 3, and Ferris drains the 3. And Indian Creek leads by 5. Logan Blake across the timeline. At the top of the key, inside to Sam Fulton, who got hacked. Foul call against Indian Creek. And they're going to get Lacey for his second foul of the game. Watson will inbound. Going to try to lob it into Blake. Doesn't, but Fulton is there to get it.
Well,
and Kiefer throws it away to Pugh.
That's just a bad play.
Right side, it's DeHart. Out to Ferris, who just hit a 3. He can't hit another one, but there for the rebound, it's Lacey. He goes up and scores 2. And the Bruins trail by 7. Watson top of the key on the drive, and a foul call against Indian Creek. They're going to get DeHart for the foul against the Braves. Gooden and Miller into the game for the Bruins, replacing Jared Kiefer and Sam Fulton. So the Bruins go with a guard set now. Watson on the inbound to Logan Blake, tipped away by Ferris. It'll be Bruins basketball. 2:26 to play, third quarter. Bruins trail by 7. Miller with the inbound. Inbounding to Watson. Watson with the right hand out to Gooden. Gooden over to Van Slyke. Van Slyke takes one dribble, gets it out to Watson, who has a wide open 3.
Nice shot.
And you can't leave Watson open to hit that 3. As Bontrager takes a timeout off the made 3 by the Bruins to bring this game within 4. So Watson with 10 points in the third quarter. 27 on the night. .2:15 to play, third quarter. The Bruins trail by 4 against Indian Creek. We're going to see a bit of, and they're not going to pressure now, the Bruins. We go one-on-one pressure with Logan Blake. Pugh will inbound to Ferris. Ferris picked up by Watson, now out to Pugh, and the Bruins will relax the full court pressure. Ferris across the timeline on the right side to Pugh. Pugh between the circles, out to Ferris. Ferris on the left hand, picked up by Miller. Great defense by the Bruins. Right hand Pugh. Over to Russell. Now back to Ferris and over to DeHart. Back to Ferris, picked up by Watson. Now out to Pugh. Pugh on the drive, gets his pocket picked by Bryce Miller, but Russell comes down with it. And DeHart now on the right wing, picked up by Van Slyke, but a foul call against the Bruins. And that's just a bad call if you ask me. They're going to get Logan Blake as he tried to come take that ball away. Logan Blake's third foul. DeHart will inbound. The inbound to Lacey now. DeHart on the drive. Goes up. Can't score. But Russell is there to tip it in. 46-40. 1:20 to play, third quarter. Blake between the circles. Right side to Bryce Miller. Now out to Logan Blake. Blake on the drive, goes up, can't score. Rebound to Van Slyke. Van Slyke goes up, can't score, but he'll go to the line twice.
Good aggressive play.
Van Slyke looking for his 7th and 8th points of the ball game, his first set of free throws tonight. Van Slyke at the line will have 2 shots. The first shot is no good, went in and out.
That counted as a half a point, didn't it?
Should count for something. It was halfway in the bucket. Pruitt in for Lacey for the Braves. 1:07 to play, third quarter. Van Slyke with the second shot and gets that one to go.
Nice little roll.
Goes 1 of 2 and picks up his 7th point of the game. Pugh, the inbound to Pruitt, and the full court pressure by Tyler Watson.
Not really about scoring here. It's about
Watson gets pushed down. DeHart now over to Pugh, who fires away at the 3. Can't get it to go. Great box out by Van Slyke. It's tipped, And it'll be Bruins ball, but now
That's
the
wrong call.
The refs are going to talk about it, and they're going to overturn it to the right call. So now the inbound will be DeHart. He'll be the inbounder. He'll inbound under the basket, get it in to Russell, but a foul call on Van Slyke will be his second, and the team's third. DeHart will inbound under his own basket. Inbounding it to Russell, who's wide open, but can't get it to go. Van Slyke there to contest it out to Pugh, who fires away at the three. Pugh can't get it to go. Rebound, controlled by Bryce Miller, then out to Russell, now to DeHart as the Bruins could not contain that rebound. 36 seconds to play in the third quarter. Ferris now out to DeHart. DeHart on the drive, goes up, and a charge call against the Bruins.
Nice job sliding in there. Take that one by 20. Braden Van Slyke.
Van Slyke sacrifices his body to give his team the ball. And they're going to get DeHart for his third foul. And now he'll have to sit for till the end of the third quarter as Kyle Lime replaces him.
That's an easy way to get him a nice breather. He'll be back in to start the fourth. He's their best player.
So now the Bruins will hold for the last shot of the third quarter. Left side, Tyler Watson. Watson on the dribble between the circles. Goes out to Bryce Miller, thought about the three, so it goes out back to Watson. 12 seconds. Watson on the drive. Now to Logan Blake. Watson. Indian Creek student section almost got him. Watson fires away a long three. Rebound to Pugh. With a 1 second, he's going to launch it. Nearly hitting the rafters here at Beech Grove. And at the end of the third quarter, it's Indian Creek 46, Tri-West 41. Alongside Tyler Bruceheim, Grant Covey. And the first round of the sectional action. So, Coach, what do the Bruins need to do? They're down 5 heading into the fourth quarter.
They need to outscore them by 6.
That is the ultimate goal, to score one more point. That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do.
Score one more point than the other team.
I mean, calm down. Quit jumping at everything so high on the court. I mean, we want to be sound. We got to box out. I mean, clearly we gave up 3 possessions there near the end, and could have given up a bucket, not for Braden to slide in there and take that charge. We need to quit gambling in the full court. It's a 5-point game. Settle down. These guys have been here before. Just play, and hopefully we get some stops on the defensive end. We see the ball go down on the offensive.
8 minutes on the clock, the final 8 minutes. Here at Beech Grove, the winner to take on Danville Friday at 7:30. And it'll be Indian Creek ball to start the fourth quarter as the Bruins controlled it at the beginning of the third quarter. There was no jump balls in the third quarter. So DeHart will bring the ball up for Indian Creek. Picked up by Jared Kiefer. Over to Pugh. Now over to DeHart, left side Ferris.
Little 1-3-1 by the Bruins.
Back out to DeHart, right side, it's Pugh. Over to Pruitt, and it's tipped away by Van Slyke. It'll be Indian Creek ball under their own basket. 7:44 to play, fourth quarter. DeHart on the inbound to Pugh. Pugh over to Ferris. Now over to Pruitt, who launches a three. Can't get it to go. Rebound's going to be controlled by Russell. Now DeHart on the drive, pulls up from 15. Can't get it to go. There's Watson with a rebound. And Watson takes it across the timeline. Left side, Logan Blake. He launches a three.
There we go.
And Logan Blake hits a three.
Nice kick out. That's the shot he needs to hit.
Bruins trail by 2. Now it's DeHart. Over to Ferris. Now to Pruitt. Pruitt and a kick ball by Watson. He almost came down with a turnover there.
One thing that we have that they don't is we've won 4 sectional titles in a row. So, we've been in these big games. Tyler and Logan Blake know what it takes to win. We might see some, some cold feet by the Braves here. People being unsure who to shoot the ball and who's ready to pull that trigger. Maybe some short shots. We got to box out and not only hold them to one opportunity each time down the floor.
Weak side rebounds have killed the Bruins. The seeding Ferris is going to be forced to call a timeout as he was in a trap there. And a full timeout taken by Indian Creek with just under 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. We thank you for joining us. Alongside Tyler Bruce, I'm Grant Covey. The Bruins trail by 2. So it'll be Indian Creek ball in front of the scorers table. The Bruins, who've played great defense this possession for the Braves, just need to not allow any points to come out successful on this defensive possession.
Yeah, I like the little move to the 1-3-1. The coach is probably going to draw up something on this end, try to get them an easy bucket. But it definitely slowed their pace and made them think about a lot of their passes they were doing offensively. But we still got to box out on that weak side. That's going to be the huge key if we try to stay in a zone, is we have to box out and hold them to one shot possession.
With just under 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, the Bruins trail by 2. Tightly contested game since the ball went up. No team has really been able to get on a run.
All right, we've seen it climb to a 7 by the Braves.
Now Dehart out to Ferris, who fires away at 15 feet. Can't get it to go. It's short. The rebound. Sam Fulton had it, and now there's a fight for it on the floor. Van Slyke comes down with it. Now Kiefer with it. It's going to pull it back and give it to Watson. Great hustle there by Van Slyke to get that rebound. Watson with it from 13 feet.
There
gets
you
it
go.
to go. Watson scores 2.
Tie ball game. Play some defense.
6:30 to play, fourth quarter. Dehart with it across the timeline to Ferris on the left side. Now over to Lacey on the drive, gets it to Pugh.
Who wants to take the shot for the Braves?
Now Russell with it.
Steps
Great
out of bounds.
defense by Van Slyke. And Van Slyke forces a turnover. Van Slyke has made up for those turnovers that he committed early in the game. Van Slyke in a little bit of pain, limping on that right foot. Blake across the timeline for the Bruins. Watson on the drive. Out to Blake. Blake thought about the 3 instead takes a dribble, steps in, can't get the long 2 to go. Rebound is to Russell, but a foul call on Watson. That'll be only his second and only the team's 4th foul of the second half. 6 minutes to play, fourth quarter. We're tied up at 46. Dehart will take the ball across the timeline. And the drive into the lane. He's going to go up, and Van Slyke is going to swat him.
That is a very, very weak call by that official. Straight up and down, running into him. Good defensive possession. That's surprising.
Picks up his 3rd foul. He clearly had established his position as Dehart will shoot 2. First shot is no good, off the front of the rim.
Very slow, methodical free throw, very inconsistent as a shooter.
Second shot is good.
That was a lot smoother than that first one.
Logan Blake with it. The Bruins trail by 1. 5:45 to play, fourth quarter. Across the timeline, Logan Blake. Blake, top of the key. Logan Blake on the drive out to Van Slyke. He fires away at 15.
There you go, number 20. Nice job stepping into that. Good penetration by Logan Blake there.
Van Slyke, who's had an excellent game here tonight, with Dehart across the timeline. Out to Pugh. Pugh now back to Dehart. A long 3 on the way.
Up at
Can't
the top.
get it to go.
There it is.
And
up on the wire.
Going to go off the wire, yeah. And it'll be the Bruins' ball.
That's what happens with these old gyms. Got a long wire hanging there. Can't be a big bounce off the rim.
Hope this game doesn't come down to a full court shot to win it, because it might bounce off the rafters.
Well, if it goes for them for a full court shot, we're okay with that. But they don't win it, right? We want it to miss.
Right. Tyler Watson between the circles. Right side. On the drive. Out to Blake. Logan Blake's going to set up the offense.
They're going to get this screen, so they have to switch with 11.
Logan Blake off the screen, goes out to Watson. Watson a long three on the way.
There you
Gets
go.
it to go.
33 not putting a hand up, hand down, man down. Tyler Watson.
51-47 in the Bruins lead with 4:45 to play. Here at the Beech Grove sectional. DeHart up top. Out to Pugh. Now to Russell.
Get this skip pass, Logan Blake. Down
Pugh.
low.
Out to DeHart. Tipped away by Logan Blake.
Go
and
finish.
Here comes Logan Blake. Down the floor. Easy layup is missed.
Oh.
But Lacey comes down with it. Now the other way, it's DeHart for a three.
Big momentum shift there, but that was a great steal. We just got to finish on that other end.
And a huge momentum swing, like you mentioned, for Indian Creek. Now Tyler Watson, the Bruins lead by 1, 4 minutes to play. Logan Blake on the drive out to Van Slyke, who goes from 15, can't get it to go. Rebound to DeHart. DeHart will bring the ball down the floor for Indian Creek. The Braves trail by 1. Left side, Pugh. Out to Ferris.
Get the skip.
Ferris blocked away by Van Slyke and Kiefer.
There you go, by number 5.
A foul call on Indian Creek. They're going to get Lacey for his 3rd. The team's 6th.
His 4th.
It is the 4th on Lacey, so now you want to go to him on this possession if you can.
Nah, just run your offense here. You're up 1. Close game. We wanted to go through Logan or Tyler here with a nice kick out to either of those other 2 for some shots.
You need a made basket here if you're the Bruins. Left side, it's Fulton. Out to Kiefer. Now to Tyler Watson on the left side. Watson on the drive. Can't get it to go as he kind of ran into Sam Fulton there as DeHart comes down with it. DeHart across the timeline. Pulls up for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Logan Blake. Here come the Bruins in transition. Out to Tyler Watson. Watson on the drive goes up, but an offensive foul call is going to give Indian Creek the ball, and Watson is going to pick up his 3rd foul with 3:18 to play.
May have been offensive, but he could have given the kid a concussion underneath the basket. Big take by 33. That was impressive of him to stand in there and take that one.
51-50, the Bruins lead by 1, 3:18 to play. Here at the Beech Grove sectional. Alongside Tyler Bruce, I'm Grant Covey. DeHart with it, out to Pugh. DeHart's got to get it across the timeline. He does, out to Pugh. Pugh between the circles. And a kick ball there by Watson to save the pass from going to Russell. That'll be Indian Creek ball with 3 minutes to play. The Bruins lead by 1. Pugh will inbound for the Braves. He's got to get it in. He gets it into Russell. Pugh now on the drive. Can't get the floater to go. Rebound out of the hands of Logan Blake and into the hands of Xavier Ferris. Pugh launches a 3 and gets it to go. Pugh hits a 3 to put the Braves up by 2 with 2:49 to play.
Offensive rebounds. Can't give them offensive rebounds.
Indian Creek, who's had at least 15 points off second chance attempts this evening, has just killed this Bruins squad. Bruins trail by 2. Each team will be in the bonus with the next foul. With 2:51 to play. Full timeout taken by Indian Creek. .251 to play, like we mentioned. The Bruins trail by 2, and they'll get the ball with this possession. We got to box out and rebound these final 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Logan Blake will be the ball carrier for the Bruins. Across the timeline, right side to Kiefer. Kiefer out to Watson. Watson on the drive gets blocked away, and Pugh comes down with it. Now DeHart with it. Across the timeline to Lacey, now to Ferris. Lacey over to Russell. Now to DeHart. DeHart with it. 2:20 to play. Indian Creek leads by 2. Pugh with it. Nearly lost the handle. Gets out of the traffic there. DeHart with it now. Has to get it over to Ferris. Back to DeHart. Over to Pugh. Now to Russell. Inside to Ferris. Can't get it to go. But it's Lacey there for the tip.
Going to have to go back to man. At zone, they're just going to wait and wait and wait.
55-51, 1:54 to play. Logan Blake off the dribble. In with the left hand, into Van Slyke. Van Slyke takes the dribble, goes up, count the bucket, and he'll go to the line to shoot 1 free throw. This would bring the game within 1 if Van Slyke hits it. Van Slyke with a crucial free throw here. 1:48 to play here at Beech Grove. The Bruins trail Indian Creek by 2. Van Slyke went 1 of 2 earlier. And the first shot, or the only shot rather, is good. The 3-point play brings the Bruins within 1. Now it's DeHart with it. Goes to Pugh. Pugh in traffic. Has to launch it down the floor to Lacey. Now to Ferris. They've broken the full court pressure, but a foul call against the Bruins.
That was awfully interesting of a foul call.
That's his 4th. Van Slyke's 4th, that is. And Ferris will go to the line with a 1-and-1 opportunity. Ferris, no free throws in this game. This will
Get
be
a
his
box
first
out then.
First shot is good.
Awfully pure by that guy. He shot the ball well tonight.
9 points for Ferris this evening. Second shot is good. And the Bruins trail by 3. Logan Blake will bring the ball down the floor for Tri-West. Out to Tyler Watson. Now to Jared Kiefer. Over to Logan Blake. Blake across the court to Watson. Watson fires away to 3. Watson can't get it to go. Tipped out to Watson again by Kiefer. Watson goes up, can't get it. And the rebound is going to be tipped out of bounds by the Bruins. And the Bruins will take a 30-second timeout to set up their defense here. And with 1:15 to play, and the Bruins trail by 3. The Bruins will play defense out of the timeout by Adam Bontrager. .1:15 to play. Bruins, they trail by 3. Here at Beech Grove, the winner advances to play Danville Friday at 7:30. Pugh will inbound for the Braves. Full court pressure by the Bruins. Inbound is to Lacey. Picked up by Blake. Now over to Ferris. Ferris with it. Stopped by Van Slyke, but gets the handle back and out to DeHart. DeHart with it. Driving in the lane. Out to Pugh. He fires away to 3. And Pugh cans a 3. 56 seconds to play. Bruins trail by 6. Watson on the drive. Can't score. Goes up for the rebound, but a foul on the rebound. Will send Watson to the line. And they're going to get Lacey for his 5th. Watson at the line, and Gooden will come in.
Hit Van Slyke here. No, Fulton.
Going to get Fulton. Gooden come in to possibly hit a 3. if need be. 51 and 1/10 seconds to play here at Beech Grove. Watson at the line. And it'll be Lime that will replace Lacey. Watson at the line. Crucial free throws here, and he missed the first shot, and now a foul against the Bruins. Now the Bruins are down 6 with 49 seconds. And Indian Creek with 1-and-1 free throws coming. Watson picks up his 4th foul. Russell will be the shooter, and Bryce Miller comes in for obvious reasons. 3-point shooter for the Bruins, replacing Gooden. 49 and 6, 10 seconds. Russell at the line. 1-and-1, missed it. Now the Bruins are going to have to get a bucket here.
Go to the basket.
Blake on the drive. Can't score. Gets his own rebound and a foul call against Indian Creek. Somebody needs to reach up and take the lid off the bucket for the Bruins. Lime picks up his first foul, and Logan Blake will shoot a 1-and-1, and he's 73% on the year.
Need to hit free throws.
Logan Blake at the line. 41 seconds. Misses the first. Russell gets the rebound with Dehart and a foul call against Watson, and that's going to get him out of the game. So Bryce Miller will have to play for Watson, as that's his 5th foul. Luke Robertson will come in as well. .9 seconds. Miller and Robertson checks in. Hopefully that's not Watson's final time of coming out of a ball game here for the Bruins. Dehart at the line. Went 1 of 2 earlier. Makes the first, puts Indian Creek ahead by 7. Dehart at the line with his 2nd shot. You're going to have to fire away a quick 3 here if you're the Bruins. Makes the 2nd. Blake down the floor with 35. Pulls up long 3. Can't get it. Robertson there to grab the board. Blake's going to have to fire away again. It's short again. Rebound to Ferris. 25 seconds to play. The Bruins have got a foul. And down the floor it's Pugh. And now finally they're going to get the foul with 17 seconds. And that's pretty much going to suffocate the Bruins in this one. So Miller picks up his first. Lime at the line. 2 shots. Misses, or makes the first. Rattles at home. So Lime now with his 2nd makes it. Logan Blake down the floor. The Bruins trail by 10. Fires away at the 3. Misses. Rebound to Dehart. And that's going to do it. So the Bruins are going to lose. And their 4 straight sectional title streak will end in heartbreaking fashion.
Yep, it was a very good showing tonight by Indian Creek. They played very hard, just like we thought they would. Some of their role-playing guys did step up and made some big buckets for them. Best of luck to them going forward. They're going to have a very, very tough task come Friday against Danville.
Yeah, this sectional could be one of the toughest in the state. Indian Creek wins by 10. That's going to do it from Beech Grove High School. And the Bruins will not get a shot at 5 straight sectionals, but Great season by the Bruins. They finish with an 18-5 record. Well, thank you for tuning in. For Tyler Bruce, I'm Grant Kobe. Thank you and have a great night.